Where's your mic? You have a mic.
What?
Just in case you want to talk about something sports.
While I'm running? No.
Well, they'll hear you breathe.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
They'll
Oh,
hear
yeah.
you
When I was
struggle.
doing, I think when I was doing, my wife was recording the Exergenie. Yeah, you could hear me grunt, or not grunting, but breathing anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is walk-in 60.
Walking 60? Okay.
Which is technically not even a 60, but anyway, close enough.
The struggle. So I'm out here with Brett or Leonard, and we're doing the walking 60. We did 3 120s already, and now we're walking back. So, how do you feel?
What do you think?
So he has on a little weighted vest.
A morpho.
A morpho, yeah. And he was like, get a morpho. And I'm like, what is a morpho? And now I understand. It keeps you a little weighted. So I'm scared to flip it back because sometimes it stops working. It keeps you weighted so you're not running all the way out so you won't get hurt as, slow down on your fast twitch muscles just a little bit.
Yeah, it's light enough, 1.5 pounds, 1.5 pound shorts. It's light enough that it should not alter your sprint technique, but at least provides some additional load, which theoretically would create an adaptation for your
resistance.
Your body has to adapt to be able to push more weight, So
yeah. So I'm gonna get me a pink outfit. I saw it online.
Yeah.
I thought about it, but with the wedding coming up, I was like, do I really want to invest in this or should I get that? So, but now I understand the concept of it. Yeah, I'm getting it. So I'll have it maybe next time. I need to invest into it. Are we going that way or?
yeah, I typically,
Okay.
it's part of my recovery.
Yeah.
Because they say that
Let's see if I can flip it around
there's a
without it
difference
messing up.
between a speed workout, which like a track athlete would do, and then maybe somebody who's doing, CrossFit or high rocks or something like that, and who's just doing intervals with maybe shorter rest periods. Because if you're doing shorter rest periods, yeah, you're
building more muscles
your fast twitch muscle fiber. And again, I'm not a track coach, but they just need a certain amount of time to recover
He's
fully.
an accountant.
And so if you're not fully recovered, you're not going to get max output, power output on your next interval.
So usually after he does these 120s or the 60s, right now we're walking out to recover.
Here that even after the fast warm up like stride outs and so forth, I guess it just doesn't fully warm up all your muscles and tendons and all that like 100%.
I'm trying to remember.
And so,
I think we used to do 3.
Yeah. I've found this normally, like when I was doing the hill sprints in Auvergne, it was the 4th hard sprint that was the fastest. I would do like 6 or so. It was generally the 4th. Most of the time, it was the 4th one that was the fastest. And when I'm here, I typically only do like 3 in a particular distance.
Yeah.
But yeah, like 3 120s, or if I'm doing like 3 100s or whatever. But yeah, generally the first one is generally the slowest, and the third one is generally the fastest. Again, there are some exceptions in particular workouts, but it's just generally the first is the slowest and the third is the fastest. It's very rare that the first is the fastest out of 3 hard sprints if you're fully recovered.
Those joint engines.
So
the engines of your body, the joints, everything has to start getting ready to, grease it up a little bit.
Yeah. So maybe that's an indication that I'm not fully warmed up. So after observing that, I kind of like when I have meets. And the thing about meets, they're
He
challenging.
does masters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Masters
that
Track and Field USA.
it's like when you're working out, you can say like, and actually I was doing like qualifying times before some of my meets. I was like, okay, if I'm going to compete the next 2 or 3 weeks, I need to hit a certain time at 100 meters or a certain time at 200 meters.
When's the peak?
And so I was trying to maximize my warm up. And so I was like, instead of doing the normal, 5 or 6 stride outs, I'm going to do those 2, but then I'm going to do like 2 hard sprints as well. And then I'm going to like see where I am on my times. And so I would get better times because, like I said, it's like generally the 3rd hard sprint where I'd get my best time. But then when you're in a meet, it's not like, okay, I'm fully warmed up, I'm ready to go, but you got like all these heats there, and you're not necessarily going to get called when you're warmed up.
When you're warmed
there's
up.
like that.
So you still got to do that curve blowout or whatever you need to do just to get the legs going.
But there's like a rest period between when you have time to warm up and then when they're like calling, this is the 2nd call, final call, whatever.
It's crazy how we just know. Because we don't time it. Our body, we just know. After training for so long, you just know.
But I felt like in my first 2 meets this season that
At least I never timed it.
that I think in one case I might have done too much, like I started my warm up too soon.
Yeah.
And then I think in the second meet it started raining. It's like I was warmed up.
I hate that.
I was warmed up and then it started like thunder showers and we had to stop. And then so when the rain stopped,
Yeah.
you can warm up again, but then I was like afraid to do too much warming up because I was like, well, I already kind of fatigued myself a little bit on the first warm up, so I probably wasn't like, so anyway, so I did, so that one, the second meet, because of that rain, it just kind of threw me off.
That's the thing with weather. I'm like, it does the rain, sleet, or snow with track and field. You're still out there.
Yeah.
So you have to wait till the rain stops and then you got to build up your entire workout again. But the thing is, everyone's going through the same process. So it's not just you in the rain. So which is good.
Well, but
So
I mean,
it's not unfair in a way.
But yeah, I mean, but I'm still kind of
But
competing against
mentally, you got
myself.
to figure it out.
And but the third meet, which is the last one in late July in Miramar, the weather was perfect. It was perfect, and we had a nice
Isn't
tailwind.
Miramar always perfect? No, not Miramar. I was thinking about the one in Orlando.
But yeah, we had a nice tailwind, nice sunny day, and of course it's an awesome track. So
Yeah.
I like I said, that was the fastest 100 I'd run since 2018. So I was pleased.
Okay, so this is your 6th one, right?
This is
'Cause
my
we did 3 at
third 60.
120?
Yeah, the third 60 with this.
So we did 3 at 120 and now 3 60s.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm just happy to be out. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. No, it's like I said, after 30 years of age, it's probably 1 in maybe 5,000 people that are doing sprint workouts on any.
I'm just happy because I
Sort of rate of
don't
racing.
want to be that person that can't move their joints. Want to be in a wheelchair and stuck forever. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but definitely don't overlook the warm up
Oh, I
aspect
don't.
of it. Yeah, so because you can't go from being sedentary to doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Okie doke, three's a charm.
All right. You notice, guys, I'm taking it easy, right? Why? Because I do not want to get hurt. I'm going at my own pace. I just started training again. And the worst thing you can do is come out here and then get set back a couple months or so because of a simple injury. So.
Okay. Now in the summer, it gets warm out here.
But it feels
Believe
so
me.
good. I love the heat.
This is
I love the
actually
summer.
phenomenal weather right now.
Yeah, this is great. Like I do the summer camp in the summer and the kids and everyone's always complaining, it's so hot, it's so hot. But I'm thinking how it's opening our pores, we're releasing all these toxins, all these different things. coming out of our bodies, just being out in the heat, healing our insides. That's how I feel.
I've done sprint workouts in the 30s, and I've done sprint workouts close to 100 degrees. I much prefer temperatures in the 90s over anything below 50.
Of course.
Low 50s I can do with sweats and all, but you start getting in the 40s, oh, man, that really sucks. It really
what is
does.
it, South Carolina, North Carolina, Raleigh?
Yeah.
There was snow on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, going home for Christmas, yeah. Then trying to get a sprint workout in. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Most painful times.
You know, and you're like wearing gloves and a hood and all this stuff, and tights, you know. So
the most important part of any track workout is the warm-up process. You want to stretch, you want to jog a little bit, easy jogging, because the workout is intense, or as intense as you like it to be. But the warm-up process is very important, and the cool down.
what is your philosophy on stretching pre and post workout?
It's important.
No, but like on the.
That's how my mind works.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Dynamic is moving. I like to move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've heard the argument.
I didn't do a lot of static stretching.
Okay, yeah. So I've heard the argument, and this is not the way I used to do it years ago, but after hearing the argument, I changed my approach.
No. Wait. Let's start over.
Okay.
I do static stretching at the beginning, and then I gradually go into it. We mix them both together. That's it.
Yeah. So I mean, there can be different.
And then it flips backwards.
approaches,
You go from dynamics to static. That's what we do. When I thought about it, that's a good question.
Well, it's probably good to
never paid attention
do a little
to
bit of both. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I always start with the static, where you hold it. So static, guys, just in case you don't know what static is, because sometimes my mind, and I still don't know, sometimes I get confused, is where you hold a stretch. And you count 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. And then after that, the dynamic is when you start doing leg swings and.
Well, like we can show a dynamic hamstring stretch. Okay, I'll just do it real quick. Okay, so like a dynamic hamstring stretch.
Hold on, let me flip the camera around.
Okay. So a dynamic hamstring stretch would be, say, like this. Okay, so you go.
Yeah.
And you're getting your hamstrings and your hips
open and loosen.
Whereas the static stretching is, you know, that sort of thing, and you're holding it, you know, for X period of time. There is an argument that has been made by people in the know or whatever that static stretching immediately prior to a movement pattern such as a sprint or a powerlifting move, that a static stretch might impede a little bit your power output. For just a brief period of time. I mean, obviously, if it's like an hour before, no big deal.
It depends on how intense you do it, though.
But I think it's only a very temporary effect. So the proponents of the dynamic stretching pre-workout argue that you should do the dynamic stretching pre-workout and your static stretching post-workout. But there's probably an argument to do a little bit of both. You know.
No, I agree with you.
So.
Because you remember at the end of the workout, now you go to static stretching.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying, right?
I mean, that's how I changed it based on that argument.
Yeah.
But again, for many years, I was just doing static stretching before the workout, and then I kind of read about that argument, and I just sort of changed it. It doesn't necessarily mean I, instantly started gaining strength in the gym or whatever. I just changed my approach. But I'm not nearly as flexible as I was when I was younger.
Didn't you,
either. So I need to change.
Yeah. Without knowing a static or dynamic, didn't you automatically just do it? Because even for us, I didn't know the difference, but I was doing it.
I wasn't doing dynamic stretching until I heard about dynamic stretching.
Oh, wow.
I was just doing static stretching. Yeah. So.
But the walk, you weren't doing this?
Actually, I'm not changing back into these. I'm just changing I again, I didn't have like track coaches from a young age, so I mean, a lot of this I learned as an adult.
Yeah.
You know, like in my 40s.
Don't break. Please tell me you didn't break. Okay, it didn't break. Good. It's the microphone.
If I can take this off. I don't think we're
Are you in? See, as I was growing, I just automatically did what the coach said, so I never knew. Yeah. Didn't think about the difference.
I never had, other than track coaches during track season, I never had a track coach, you know, per se. So
It's the worst thing ever.
Not do that.
Not having a track coach. So now you're going to 120, right?
No.
Oh,
I'm going
back to the 60?
60s without the micro load.
Okay, gotcha.
And actually, that came. I still haven't used the Exogen yet.
Mm-hmm.
But the founder of the Lila Exogen made that comment: is that you should, after using a micro load in your workout, you do want to finish up unweighted to kind of return back to kind of the natural. You know,
No, it's just
sprint.
you're supposed. Even though it's very light, it's still it's like sled pull or what's that thing you had us doing the other day?
Exogen.
Exogen, yeah.
Yeah, I mean Exogen simulates that's not it's just easier to carry around. So at some point I'll bring the leading Exogen out.
I'm learning all these new equipment.
As I said, I do 100 sprint workouts in 3 years, so I can justify some of these training tools.
I compare our dresses and our clothes to his tools. Whatever. I didn't know dress this weekend. I can't.
Yeah, if you only
I feel a little sad.
If you only use it one time in your life, then I don't know if it's a good investment. You know?
I used it for multiple hours though. Like the other day I wore a new dress and I wore it for at least 6 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. You're using your machine for maybe 30 minutes. You could just sit in it.
Well, so I think this is probably the 6th or 7th time I've used that. Yeah.
And how long did you use it for? About an hour. See, my dress I already used. I used that dress.
So yeah, as I commented, so that was 834. The 3 that I did with the Omorpho, which is technically 3 pounds of weight. The difference is it was a walk-in start, so you might have a teeny bit of momentum starting. Here I'm doing a 3-point stance from about a foot behind the starting. It's a pure dead stop. But did 834 there. I was doing like ballpark 8.1 with the Omorpho, but again, it was a walk-in start, so it's not exactly a total apples and apples comparison, but it just at least an indication that on the very short distance sprints, the micro is not really slowing me down that much.
No.
But at least it's certainly resistance. Yeah.
What I like about it is not throwing your back off, because everything usually like twerks and moves and shakes, but because it's placed. What is it called? The platform. How it's displayed.
Yeah, it's displayed. Yeah, it's all around.
Yeah, it's all around your tights. It's on your shirt, so it's positioned properly. So when you're running, it's not throwing you off in any kind of
doing the sled pulls, and they'll have like 4 plates on the back, and they're like,
and you're struggling, you're throwing your hips off,
whatever, and I'm like, but I mean,
because you're not young. The point is that when you're young, and if you have a trainer or someone that cares, they can help you rehab. When you're older, it's affecting your entire life, your work, your everything. Okay, stay. Hard to see it, feel like it's falling. That's the part about I hate moving these things.
Yeah, maybe on the ground, like on the.
Okay, that's good now.
On the sand, like.
It's the dirt. You think about the buildup of the dirt.
body needs rest. I mean, these are intense workouts. There's a lot of stress on your joints, and so it's good to have 3 days off between workouts.
I think we should only do 2 sprint workouts, not 3. I don't think.
Well, so I mean, maybe for a masters athlete,
Yeah.
two's good enough. You know?
Yeah. But then we have the distant one, like the 400,
Yeah.
or the hill, or like I said, the pool. That'll be our long one. Because the pool does the full intense, the entire body.
Yeah. So after that injury, I had to kind of think, well, what modifications am I going to make to my workouts so that I don't get injured again?
What injury did you have?
I never actually went to a doctor to have it
Okay,
assessed.
what was hurting?
So, I mean, well, I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk. It was swollen. It was really badly swollen. It was the ankle. Yeah, it was the ankle, foot area. I mean, I did get x-rays. Nothing was broken. And I was supposed to go back for an MRI, and they just never called, and then I never called them back, you know. And
Where on your ankle was swollen though?
well, it was the whole ankle, but it was like the ankle and foot. I mean, so I don't know.
Like you broke across the bone.
Well, I mean, they took x-rays, and they said there was nothing broken, so nothing
You
fractured.
didn't twist your ankle or anything?
The injury occurred on Sunday afternoon, but it became more apparent on the Monday morning. So like what happened was that, okay,
That's
so
what
like,
I'm waiting for you to tell me. I want to know what happened.
yeah, so on a Saturday morning, I did my regular sprint workout, had no issues, whatever, did Saturday night for fun. The Sunday morning, my wife and I went for a long walk, you know, like a park, all the way to
Wish we had a full track. Let's see, what time is it?
So,
Yeah, it sounded like you cracked a little tiny bone. Little tiny fracture.
that recovery, that was a horrible experience. Having
You
to
did it smart though.
go from, intense sprint workouts, doing squats and lunges on occasion.
That's why
And then all of a sudden
that's
you
why I
can't
don't
do
do
anything.
those long runs and those long walks.
Yes.
Those long runs and long walks to me sometimes take so much more out of me than doing this. Because it's slow and it's just going and it's going. And your body's not really resting. It's standing the whole time. It's like standing up to do hair. It's the same. So it's putting you think it's something easy because it's just walking. But it puts so much strain on your body and pressure on your body to maintain the distance. Because I've seen people do it. They do it for hours. Just that slow walking, slow walking.
Well, the one thing about walking, though, is that when you walk, with every step, you have a foot in contact with the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And there's even part of it where you have both feet on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
When you run, jog, when you're jogging, and uncomfortable of your body weight, of stress on your joints, when you're jogging, and of course, people that jog, they don't miles, so you got
Yes.
boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The mileage. You're adding up so much mileage.
There's
And the
Of sprint
workout
work today, that's
and
it.
the workout is still the same amount of time, running for a long time,
Yeah.
because you still need to recover.
But I'm doing 720 meters of sprinting on grass
And
versus running miles on concrete.
And with the sprinting, you're building muscles, the butt muscle, the hamstrings, the quads, dynamic, different muscles. You're stronger. Your body shape is different. With cross country, I'm not hating cross country or knocking any other sports, but I'm just saying for me, it just doesn't develop my body the way how I want it to look. That's how I look at it. I look at it in a vain way.
Yeah. Well, they compare, say, like I don't know, like say like a Christian Coleman or
It's like a high jumper and a long jumper. It's
Versus,
different body type.
versus your distance runners.
Yeah.
So I don't even know the top distance runners, but
That's how I look at it. But at the same time, if I can't run, I will jog. Okay, maybe not. I'll go to the pool.
yeah. Oh yeah, Johan Blake, the top
Yeah.
off. They're muscular.
Yeah.
Nice to see.
Just easier that way. Flip it around. Okay, guys, last one.
It's 832. So 834, 832.
Yeah. So he's knowing his numbers and throwing stuff out. I just work out.
But the nice thing about, like I said, having the same distance, even if it's not the official distance, is like I said, I know over the last 10 years what a good time for me is at that marker. And so even though weather is a factor, if the ground is wet, you don't get as good push off.
Yeah.
If you have a headwind, that's gonna that's gonna work against you. If you have a tailwind, you're gonna run faster. Oh yeah.
finish it off.
831.
Huh?
831. So at least it cut a few hundred.
Nah, you did the same thing. You just went harder.
Okay.
You may have ran, or maybe you may have ran straighter, but you still
Yeah.
you stepped in that same spot.
Okay. I guess bad habits are
You
hard to
pushed
break.
it a little bit more.
Bad habits are hard to break. Anyway. Okay, so you do have to watch your time.
I'm gonna stretch a little bit.
But I'm gonna recover a little bit and then I'm gonna grab my stuff.
All right, I'm still walking a little bit because I don't want to
It's still cold.
Yeah, if I jump in the car. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta have some cool down.
Yeah.
Oh, there's my wife. We capture my wife.
She's coming. She was like, "I'm here. I
was
made it."
telling her, she runs with her arms very
Does
straight.
she has book bag on though?
No. I don't think so.
Oh,
And I
she
was
has
telling her,
something
it's
on.
like, bend your arms a little bit, So she was actually doing the exergenie like that too.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, she may be carrying she's carrying a water bottle.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe it helps her with balance.
yeah. Lordy! It's Antoinette.
Hi. Hey, how you doing? Hope you don't mind being live. I'll take it off you right now.
Oh, we were at the Shelby Cove back in
Sandy
August.
Cove, right here. Wait, I can't even see right there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
En November.
We're done.
¿Tú quieres dejar la cosa ahí o no? Okay, yes, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Discovery Cove. Was that Sandy Cove?
Have you ever been there?
Yes, I've been there once. This
Okay,
is
yeah,
in Bahamas, right?
No.
Or this is here
in
in-
Orlando. In Orlando.
Oh, yes, I have. I've been here.
Okay.
I've been here.
Yeah, it's nice. If he's an attorney, he's used to like billing his time and
Yes.
and I actually remember.
I make him late. I know that.
Years ago, I used to work. Well, I had a client, and we would get in meetings with attorneys quite frequently. And but we had, so the attorney's billing his time, like a few $100 an hour or whatever.
Yeah.
But we'd have like the representative of the owner basically would always show up late. And so the attorney was like, well, if I need to change the time of the meeting, we can do that.
But then the representative still comes later.
But
right?
he would always show up late. It was like, well, so we just
You
start
don't
the
tell
meeting.
him. You don't tell him the time.
We would start the meeting without him, and then we'd have to like review what we discussed, after. But it was like, the attorneys, I mean, they're billing out
Yeah.
at a hefty
Listen.
price per hour. So
I think my husband's one of the most reasonable ones because he's in the process of retiring.
yeah.
So he doesn't feel like his price needs to be all crazy because sometimes companies, other law firms, send him clients because his price is way lower.
They can,
Their price, yeah.
They can outsource it to him.
Yeah, they outsource it to him. Especially that he's been in the game for so long and the knowledge that he has gained over the years, they needed it. Like one of his friends, they were like, whenever you're ready to retire and you're traveling, we'll just send you stuff you can travel and work for us whenever you're ready.
That's nice.
Because then all he'll be doing is just editing the papers, checking the stuff, making sure, because when he does his research, he catches stuff that everyone misses. That's what I've noticed. And that's why they like him so much. And then they call him for advice. Just knowledge,
What area of law does he practice?
He used to do criminal law back in Miami, and then now he does business litigation and commercial real estate. And, all the other stuff. And then he knows everyone.
Like in accounting, there's like a lot of different areas you can go into. So I'm sure it's the same.
Yeah, he doesn't do family law. He doesn't do any of that stuff. Like when we had to do patent and all that stuff, he outsourced it. For our nonprofit, he outsourced it. He doesn't want to do that stuff. That's not what he does. He doesn't like to step into stuff that he's not familiar with. It's like going to play pole ball.
Yeah.
It's part of track and field, but we're not doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's like I don't like the 400
Ooh.
at all.
It burns.
The 200 is an interesting event. It is, it's challenging to train. To train at 200, but it is a cool event to observe, certainly.
Yeah.
And I think like the elite athletes, they literally their 200 times are like right at two times their 100, whereas my 200 time is quite a bit slower than 2 times my 100.
But they started
they have
off
speed endurance,
most
yeah.
100 meters, or really good ones,
Yeah.
started off doing 400 meter workouts to build their body up to be able. And then they started at 400 and hated it, but they're good at it. But they knew what they wanted to go the 100 meters. So a couple years later, once their body develops, they go to 200. And now, just like Usain Bolt, he started at 400.
Well, I've
Now
noticed
his body's strong enough to take 100.
a lot of times, like the 400 meter runners, they will do the 200.
Oh, then yeah.
But they don't do the 100 because I think most meets, the 100 and the 400, I forget which is first, but the 100 and the 400 are like one after the other. And so there's just no way you can be fresh for both events, you know.
Destroy yourself. Yeah.
So they just do the 400, but if they wanted to do the 100, they would be.
They'll do
they
it
would be
for
very
the foot
competitive.
speed. That's most of they'll do it for. Unless you're in high school and you coach those in all those events. If you want to be pro and do all, you're killing your body. Who did it? Marion Jones. Who else? She did the Did she do 400? No, she did the 200, 100, and long jump. And Allison Felix did the 400 and 200.
Well, who was the guy? He went to Georgia actually. I forget his name. He was from Texas. He went to Georgia. And Matt Bowling, yeah.
I've heard of him.
But yeah, but I think they probably burnt him out at Georgia, trying to like get him in too many events so they get like points for the team.
Points, yeah.
And so it just like burns them out, and then like, you know. But I mean, like I said, track is just so competitive. So it's like you can be a phenom at the high school level, but then
Because your body's still developing.
if you're not in the top 10 in the world, nobody knows your name except for like your.
If you're not
your
top
family,
one,
you know?
top 10, not even top 10, top 1 sometimes.
But yeah, I probably recognize the names of like the Olympic 100 meter finalists,
Yeah.
but I'm sure there's probably some semifinalists that, you know, I may not know their names, even though they're the top 20 in the world, you know?
Nope, unless you're family or friends, like you said. But guys, we are done.
Good luck on the wedding.
Yes.
Prep.
Oh, and recap on this, we did. So I just noticed I did static stretching at the end. I always do static stretching at the end. So you start off with static stretching, then you go into dynamic, then you do your drills and warm up, and then you do your workout, then you finish with static stretching. Is that what you do?
Mine's a little bit different, but yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, everybody has their own approach.
Yeah, explain it
Just
to us later.
Just be
Active.
do something that says sit on your butt all day long.
And show up. And show up on time so you don't get billed extra.
Okay.
I'm always like 10 minutes late. I just never want to show up.
So I'm not, like I said, I know at some point you're gonna have to leave for your wedding, but
Yeah.
But so Wednesday we're still on.
Yes, we are. Please.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, I have these keys in the bag. So what are you doing now?
Well, I still do a little more stretching. And
Okay.
my wife will probably do another lap.
By the time I get to Boca, I'm going to be so stiff.
But,
I already know it.
but the good thing is you're back in the
And the swing of
the
it.
groove.
Yeah.
And then
I feel good, and my clothes fit's different. Just that one workout. I think it's the mindset also.
well, I mean, you get used to running again, and your body realizes, hey,
And the
I
arms
need to be
tighten up
moving.
when you run with them. I've noticed that. All right, Brett, I'll see you later. Okay.
Okay, enjoy.
Tell your wife thank you
Okay.
for working out with me. All right. All right. And we need to talk more about that content stuff,
Okay. Yeah.
especially with your sales strength. I think it'll work.
Okay.
All right, guys. I'm hoping I looked cute. I just slap her this whole time because when I come out here, I just want to work out. It's nice to look cute, but I can't sweat out my hair. It's the worst thing to do, sweat out your hair, and then I still need to go out. And I gotta wash it, I gotta do everything. So this is how I usually work out. 2 microphones and a hat. All right, so I'll see you guys next time. Stay active, like Britt said, and I think his name is Leonard Britts, yeah. Stay active, and hey, it's Saturday. Have fun. Bye.